Okay, I had a question about intangibles here, intangible assets specifically. And what we got is DEF Company on October 1st, 2018 purchased a patent for $153,600 cash. Although the patent gives legal protection for 20 years, the patent is expected to be used for only 8 years. First, we need to journalize the purchase of the patent. And the second thing we need to do is journalize the amortization expense for the year ended December 31st, 2018, assuming straight line amortization. So, we purchased this on October 1st, so on 10/1. Basically, what we purchased, we got a patent. We're going to debit patent for the amount we paid, the 153.6. And it says we paid cash for it, so we will credit cash for 153.6. That's number one here. Now, number two is journalizing the amortization expense. Okay, and amortization is just the type of, I will say this, but it's not exactly true, but amortization is the type of depreciation we use for an intangible asset. Much like depletion we use for a natural resource, we use amortization when we get to something that's intangible. In this case, a patent is intangible. So, that being said, we have, and we should know, remember we're using straight line here, it tells us straight line down here. So in straight line, remember we take our historical cost and we purchase this for $153,600. And what we do is subtract residual or salvage value, and in this case we don't have any. If we did, they tell us. But we divide that by how many years we're going to be amortizing this. If it were depreciation, it'd be how many years we're depreciating. If it were depletion, it'd be how many years we're depleting it. But in this case, it's amortization. So we're going to only have this useful for 8 years. So we want to divide this by 8. And if we divide 153,600 by 8, we get 19,200. Now that would be what we'd amortize per year, but we have to pay attention here because we have a date of October 1st, 2018, and we're journalizing for year end of December 31st, 2018. So essentially, we have 3 months of amortization here. And in this case, we need to multiply, this is a yearly rate, remember. So we need to multiply this figure by 3/12 because 3 months out of 12. So if we take our 19,200 and multiply by 3/12, what we end up getting is 4,800, which means we're going to amortize this patent for $4,800 for the 3 months we've had it. So number two, when we're journalizing this, and our date again is 12/31, we will have an amortization expense for our patent, and I'm just going to put patent there, for $4,800. Now, unlike depreciation and depletion, in this case we're just going to credit the intangible asset here. So we don't have an accumulated amortization. What we end up having is just a credit to the patent for $4,800. So the big difference between amortization and depletion and depreciation, with amortization, the name is different, but the biggest thing we can see here is when we get to amortizing it, we are actually crediting the intangible asset itself as opposed to tracking accumulated amortization, if you would. So I hope this helps with amortization and intangible assets. See you next time. Bye.